Hey guys, it's Adam from the Awesome Dude 101 here today with my WWE WrestleMania 38 predictions. Alright, first up, I want to address the KO show with Stone Cold on it. They're probably going to fight, but there's going to be no match out of it. Just wanted to clear the air on that. Anyway, on the actual card, we have Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belaire for the Raw Women's Championship. I'd say Bianca's going to win. Becky's had it for a while, and them two have been feuding for a little bit. They feuded before, now they're feuding again. Bianca's going to win the belt at Mania for the second year in a row. Next up is the Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul. It's a tag team match. Please, God. Book Ray and Dominic to win. That's probably what's going to happen, too. We do not need Logan Paul on WrestleMania. Get him out of here. Or WWE in general. Leave. Mysterio's going to win. Next up is Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin in one-on-one action. And Madcap Moss is going to be in the corner of Happy Corbin. Why is this match happening? McIntyre's probably going to win because, I mean, it's Drew McIntyre. Come on. What do you think? Drew McIntyre's going to lose to Happy Corbin? No. Drew McIntyre's going to win, and Madcap Moss is probably going to turn on Happy Corbin, or the other way around. We'll just have to wait and see. Next up is the Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos are going up against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. To be honest, I think Nakamura and Boogs are going to win. Yeah. I just feel that way. That's my prediction. I don't think the Usos are going to win. Nakamura and Boogs. Next up, the New Day's Kofi Kingston and King Woods. Also, if you didn't notice, they changed his name back to Xavier Woods, so I guess he's not the King anymore, which sucks. Versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland with Pete Dunne. I refuse to call him Butch. New Day are probably going to win, unless Pete Dunne gets involved. Yeah, New Day are going to win. New Day. Next up, Seth Rollins versus a mystery opponent, which many people are thinking is going to be Cody Rhodes. I do not think that. Word on the street is now Shane McMahon is supposed to come back at WrestleMania 38. Is he going to fight Seth? Nah, I don't think so. Gable Steveson is going to fight him. If you guys remember Gable Steveson, he got drafted in the draft to Raw. He's probably going to face off against Seth Rollins and beat him. Yeah, Gable Steveson. And if it's not him, then whoever the mystery person is going to win. But definitely not Cody Rhodes. And the final match for night one, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the Smackdown Women's Championship. This is going to suck that they're going to have Ronda Rousey win the belt again. And she can't even wrestle. She can't talk. She can't do nothing. I know she's going to win. It's going to suck. Yeah, I'm just going to have to live with it. Oh, also, the KO show was, I didn't mention before, it was part of night one. So was the rest of these matches. Ronda's going to win the SmackDown Women's title, unfortunately. On to night two, the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match. Queen Zelina and Carmella team up to defend their championships against Sasha Banks and Naomi, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Probably Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley because they're, like, I don't know, they're building them, it seems like, to be, like, this almighty great team or whatever. But I can see Sasha Banks and Naomi winning, but Sasha Banks is probably going to turn on Naomi to start a feud during the match. So Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan are going to win. Next up, a no disqualification match between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. But I understand. They're having Johnny Knoxville wrestle. And I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, with Bad Bunny last year, he was great. Maybe Knoxville will be great too. But, with all the stuff he's done in the movies that he's been doing, the reason why the last one that they made was the last one is because of a head injury he sustained a very severe concussion that caused severe brain damage. But they're letting him wrestle, apparently. Johnny Knoxville's gonna beat him, obviously. Yeah. Johnny Knoxville. Well, I'll do a thumbs up on that. Next up, a triple threat Raw Tag Team Championship match. RK Bro, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, defend against the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis Dojovic. To be totally honest here, despite RK Bro just winning the belts, I can see the Street Profits taking it off them at Mania. It seems like the Street Profits sort of have like a new edge to them, you know? And, it seems like that's going to lead to the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. The Street Profits are going to win. Next up is Edge versus AJ Styles. This is the match that a lot of people are really looking forward to. I'm going to say that AJ is going to win because it seems like that they're building towards AJ beating Edge and getting that career-defining win at WrestleMania. AJ Styles. Yeah, I'll do the thumbs down and I like Edge. Next up, a match that I completely skipped over when reading the Wikipedia article. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Pat McAfee is going to win. If you guys haven't seen Pat McAfee wrestle, if you have the WWE Network on Peacock or any other means, go back to like some old NXT events and watch his matches with like Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era. He was a really good wrestler, man. Theory's pretty good too. I'm expecting this to honestly be a good match. Pat McAfee's gonna win though, obviously. He's gonna throw Austin Theory around. Next up, a Clash of the Titans. Bobby Lashley versus the Colossus Omos. Lashley is gonna win because, I mean, it's Bobby Lashley. Again, it's sort of like with Drew McIntyre. Do you really think they're gonna have Bobby Lashley lose to Omos, who's only been beating jobbers, and Bobby Lashley's been out here winning world titles? Against Brock Lesnar, actually. Yeah, Bobby Lashley. And lastly, the winner-takes-all match for both the WWE and Universal Championships to unify them. Despite them not ending the brand split. Brock Lesnar, the WWE Champion, takes on Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion. Reigns will have a special counsel, Paul Heyman, at ringside. Brock Lesnar's probably going to win. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of Brock. I'm kind of starting to grow on him a bit more now that he's actually there. But Roman, I think, should lose to Braun Breaker, to be totally honest. But Brock is probably going to win because, I mean, it's Brock Lesnar. Come on now. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. And remember, be awesome.